Okay,
Are we live?
Yes, sir.
yes,
This is Ivan.
there's a delay, Tom. There's a delay. That's me. That, Tom, do you have the chat, do you have the thing on? Do you have the plan, do you have it on?
I have it on the screen and I have it on my phone and my computer's down the same door.
Do you have the thing on? Okay, proceed, Ivan.
All right, this is Ivan Doctor, the chairman of the Village of North Hills Planning Board, and this is the October 14th, 2020 meeting. I am required to read the following statement into the record, and I will do so. In accordance with current executive orders of the governor and public health and safety concerns related to the COVID-19 health emergency, this meeting of the planning board is not being held in person, and no in-person public attendance is permitted. The board is meeting by teleconference. The village has advertised the opportunity for the public to observe and hear the meeting on the Village of North Hills YouTube channel. The link to the YouTube channel can be found on the homepage of the village website, www.villagenorthhills.com. There are no public hearings being held at this meeting. The public does not have the right to comment on tonight's agenda items unless authorized by the rules of the board. Interested members of the public who wish to provide comments on an agenda item may do so through the written chat section of the village YouTube channel. Comments may be provided to the village telephone of 516-627-3451 or via email during this meeting to the quote, village administrator at villagenorthhills.com. The village administrator will please call the attendance roll for the meeting.
This is Administrator Lobacaro. Chair Doctor? Please respond present.
Present.
Chair Doctor?
Present.
Deputy Chair Severin? Present. Member Kaczynski?
Present.
Member Lenzo?
Present.
Alternate Member Schubert?
Present.
Alternate Member Zakin?
Present.
Village Attorney Thomas Levin?
Present.
Building Superintendent Chinquamani?
Present.
There is a quorum of the board, Chair. You may proceed.
All right, I would like at this time, as our usual custom, to call upon the village administrator to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. And
Please rise and place your right hand over your heart.
I will also request that each member stand during the pledge. Go ahead.
Please place your right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag, United States of
States
America,
of America,
and to the
to the
republic
republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God,
God, indivisible,
indivisible, with liberty
with liberty
and
and
justice.
justice.
For all. Since we're doing this by telephone conference, if anyone is to speak or want to make any comment, please identify yourself by name so that it will be properly reflected in the record as to who is speaking. All right, the first thing that we have to deal with is the next meeting of the planning board is scheduled for November the 11th, which is a village holiday. And this is Ivan Doctor. I've spoken with the village attorney, and he would be available for November the 10th. That would be the Tuesday before the regular meeting. Does anyone have any objection to scheduling the meeting for November the 10th?
Yes, sir.
Gary Schubert, no.
No. Member Lenzo, no. Okay for the 10th.
All
Member
right.
Krasinski, okay for the 10th.
Member Severin,
So-
good?
The 10th is now scheduled.
Thank you.
All right, we have on the calendar tonight for board discussion, the application made by, Northwell Health. And I believe each of the members has a copy of the letter from Son Ward Koshana and Koshana PLLC requesting, an adjournment of their obtaining the permit to commence construction. This is application of Northwell Health for an extension of time to obtain permits for construction of a parking lot expansion in the front yard area, modification of the handicap accessible parking spaces, and installation of landscaping and a retaining wall for a property located at 600 Community Drive, Manhasset, New York, pursuant to case number 17-11A of the North Hills Planning Board. The request, in summary of the letter, is requesting the adjournment for the drawing of permits to March 29th, 2021, stating the various reasons thereof. Does anyone have, any of the members of the board have any comment to make with respect to the application? Is there anyone that has any objection to the application being extended to, and the time extended to March the 29th, 2021?
Gary Schubert, no.
Member Lenzo would like to make a motion to extend the time to March of 2021.
March 2021, they requested, Mr. Lenzo, March 29th, 2021.
March 29th of 2021.
Do I have a second to the
Krasinski will
motion?
second it.
Okay.
I call for a vote. Would each member identify himself and say,
If Mary Ann would call the roll, that would be.
I'm going to call the roll again. Okay, so this is for the motion. Chair Doctor, how do you vote?
aye.
Deputy Chair Severin? Aye. Member Kaczynski?
Aye.
Member Lenzo?
Aye.
Member Schubert?
Aye.
Alternate Member Zakin?
Aye.
There are 5 votes in favor, 0 opposed, 0 abstentions. The motion is adopted.
Actually, there are 6 because, Zakin is the second alternate. And can't vote. There's 6 people present.
Right, but there's only 5 votes, right? He's an alternate member, so he's not voting. So he would say 6.
Yes.
That's why I said 5 votes.
Right.
Is there any unfinished business before the board that needs to be discussed? Is there any new business before the board that any member of the board wishes to discuss? Does any member believe it is necessary for the board to go into executive session? By silence, I believe there is no requirement to go into executive session. I believe this finishes the meeting of the board for this date, for October the 14th, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Member
I
Severin?
enter motion to adjourn.
Okay, so, wait. Is that Deputy Chair Severin made the motion? That's correct. And who's the second? Sorry.
Rich Krasinski.
You want to call the Mary Ann?
I'll take a call, yeah. Chair, are there any, Chair Doctor, Deputy Chair Severin. Member Kaczynski. Member Lenzo.
No.
Member Schubert.
Is that a no?
A motion to adjourn. Is there anyone, who said?
Yes.
No, motion to adjourn, I'm sorry.
Hey, okay, sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, there are 5 votes in favor, 0 opposed, 0 abstentions. The motion is adopted.
All right, I think that will conclude the business of this meeting. And the next meeting of the planning board, pursuant to the motion made and adopted, will be on November the 10th. At the same
7:30.
time at 7:30. If the meeting is to be held, as it is tonight by a telephone conference, we will, village attorney, Mr. Levin, and village administrator will notify the members. And the meeting is ours.
Although we should have done this before the adjournment, but it's really not significant. I think we should leave this so that the place and manner of the meeting will be determined by the chair, as the business of the next meeting may be a public hearing.
All right, I accept the guidance of council. The meeting, in the manner in which it will be conducted, whether in person or by telephone and conference, will be determined by the chair. And proper notice will be placed, and each of the members will be so advised. There being no further business of the board,